Lad, we're live.
Welcome to the fourth installment of Our League Sucks. It's a special episode as it is on draft night, NBA draft night. Lakers don't have a pick. The Knicks can't be stopping Obi Toppin. And the Sixers are drafting shortly.
I resent this.
So we're going to get going pretty simply with a little go over of last week's matchups. So we're going to start with my victory over Eric. I beat him by about 30. Eric only put up 83 points.
This is gross.
It was a pretty
Way
gross
to bury
matchup.
the lead, by the way.
What?
I beat Eric by 30. I only put up 113.
I got there. Yeah, and for a while there, I was sweating. And then DeAndre Hopkins got that Hail Mary, and I went from like a 60-40 chance of winning to like a 90-10. Eric's team obviously struggling.
We're just playing to, who they
Eric
are.
had two people aside from his quarterback put up double digits. Oh no, his kicker did too.
His kicker might have been his MVP this week.
Yeah. I mean, Cody, it must have been nice for you for Kareem Hunt to still produce as he did.
Yeah, I mean, he and Nick Chubb both got 19 carries because that was just like a disgusting weather game.
Yeah, that was gross.
So I think his carries will go down, but I do think he'll see more than 3 catches generally.
That's tough. Leonard Fournette, DeAndre Hopkins, and AJ Brown and Evan Ingram. Trifecta of 8
Just
points
dud games.
altogether.
Bad
Well,
game.
AJ Brown that was hurtful.
There's no excuses for Evan Ingram. That guy stinks.
Yeah, but he's
Stop,
fast.
period.
He's fast.
No, he stinks.
He's my Jonnu Smith. I'm riding this train until it goes into the dirt, giving up on it, and then getting back in it the second it looks like
you're just gonna do what I did. You're gonna drop him, then trade for him in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean it's tough too because you see that Ronald Jones is clearly the better back in Tampa Bay too. So yeah, Cody, it's kind of right back to square one for you, Cody. Like running backs, it's going to come down to that for you.
I got an ace in the hole now, though.
I don't think you can give up on. You can't give up on Fournette because Bruce Arians and how.
I'm not saying you give up on. I'm not saying you give up on Fournette.
I mean, he's the Ronald Jones.
Who's your ace in the hole?
J.D. McKissick.
What?
J.D. McKissick. 29 targets over the last 2 weeks since Alex Smith has played quarterback for the Redskins.
Yeah, only 7 catches out of 15 this past week.
I can get 10 points out of a running back. I'm feeling happy. And right now I can't do that. So I'll take what I can get.
I would have loved McKissick, except the fact that I'm never at top of the waivers. I'm always at the fucking bottom.
You use him on useless players.
True.
But we'll move forward to the next matchup. That was actually
Mike, you're gonna get owned like that, and then we're gonna move on to the next segment.
It's amazing. I use them in people that I don't use, so it's hard to refute that statement.
You used your waiver priority on Brandon McMahon.
I needed a kicker. I just put in a waiver claim, and I got a kicker. I figured other people would be putting in claims too.
How people save your waiver claim to pick up somebody good instead of a kicker. And there's 20 available.
I almost never put in actual waiver claims.
That priority is so big, and hopefully maybe we'll switch to Fab next season, so that won't become another issue again. So we'll move on to a top-ranked team from our rankings last week. Squeaked out a win against Nico. So Mike DeCoste ended up beating Nico by 5 points in an 86 to 81
this matchup.
game.
I was watching the score on Monday night late in the game, just praying that somehow Mike still lost the matchup.
He was this close on that play that Nick Foles died.
Yep.
I thought they were gonna get that pick six and seal the
I
victory
know,
for
man.
Nico, and that would just would have been the perfect week. But what have we been saying every week? If he doesn't get production from 3 players,
Yep.
this team is not dangerous.
What sucks is those 3 players each didn't do anything.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be tough to see if only one of them doesn't do anything, is he still able to win? Because you can't point to this and go, oh, it's only because one guy didn't play. They just all happened to not play well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was awesome to watch, really. I mean, listen, Nico's team is so bad, so he's not going to lose to Nico's team even on a bad week, obviously. But man, I was rooting against him. Oh, it would have been, and then not starting Ronald Jones over who were his running backs this past week?
Ryan Nall.
Oh, I mean, come on, what are you doing there? How do you start Ryan Nall? Like, I understand picking Ryan Nall up if you need a running back, but to start him over Ronald Jones, who is a go-to back, crazy. It was that move alone that made me root against him the whole time Monday night.
It's so fun to then also look at Nico's, like you're talking about Mike should have started these guys, and then you look at Nico's team, you go, oh, maybe he should have. Oh no, he actually.
I mean,
he put up his best. He put up his best lineup.
I understand the Ronald Jones not playing. He had 23 opportunities the last 2 weeks combined, so rushes and catches. And it looked like Fournette was starting to take over. And
he was.
Then he decided to
Ronald
go for
Jones
100 yards.
Fumbled a ball that was a bad throw, and Bruce Arians said, you're not good.
All right, sorry, I'm back in. Sixers took my Tyrese Maxey. So it's a shooting guard. We'll see.
That can't shoot? Is he the one that can't shoot?
Yeah, he has like a sub-30. Yeah, I think he shot under 30% from 3 in college. So
fantastic.
Is he the one that can't shoot, or is Hagen the one?
I think college is closer.
I mean, I think he had pretty good free throw numbers. So the shooting, like, he can shoot a little bit.
He's gonna be like a 45% 3-point shooter. We're gonna cut this.
That'd be fantastic. That'd be beautiful. We'll see. I don't hate it though. I really don't hate it. I mean, we've talked about it earlier. This draft isn't great. I'll take it. He just can't shoot under 30% from 3.
I have a feeling this is going to be more like the Giannis draft, where it's not a great draft, but you're still going to find some really good, really good smart picks. Obi Toppin.
Yeah, but speaking of bad picks or bad players, Nico's team didn't do very well this week again. Chubb ended up having a decent
who would have
week.
thought?
Chubb back was good. Metcalf, bad.
AJ Green didn't even have a catch. I mean, AJ Green's done.
Yeah.
Olgum, bad. AJ Green,
we don't talk about
bad.
that.
And Melvin Gordon, just a bad game script, didn't really get it going.
Yeah, they were getting their fucking dicks kicked in by fucking the Raiders.
But
and then, I mean, you look at his bye players. Nico's team is just so bad.
So it's a rough team, but he still has at least a star player in Chubb and Metcalf. He's a star at 2 in position.
And I think Burrow's going to be a great player going forward, too, like fantasy-wise, not just real life.
Hey, Nico.
Better luck next year, kid.
I called your number, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Oh. Well, better luck next year.
I guess then we'll go on to the person who is claiming to be Thanos in a beat down against Lupo, and what was a pretty big game for them. One of them would have moved up to 3rd, the other was going to kind of toil in 4th to 6th territory, and happy Lupo by 55 roughly.
54
and
roundabout.
Put it in perspective, Lupo still would have beat 5 teams in the league this week.
Yeah.
And Pat won by 55.
I got the toughest matchup.
So you started Kyler this week and it ended up paying off.
Only because of that Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting around 24 points, something like that, with that throw. It wasn't anything special. It was
Yeah, because I don't think quarterbacks get that 40-yard TD bonus.
yeah, but that's not even. It was like something like 24.
I mean, you saw
Going
DJ
into-
Moore have a game finally.
He has them.
No,
And
What?
then Teddy
He has
Bridgewater
them here and
died.
there.
no, he has him here and there, but like the past 2 weeks, he's gone away after a big one. So it was good to see him back. I mean, Jacobs did what he did. Sanders, I don't.
Sanders looked great.
No, Sanders looked real good.
He's just playing for Doug, who doesn't like to call run plays.
There was just no touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson came back. Gibson was nice to see. He ran the ball well when he got the chance.
I mean, Mooney was really your only bad play of the week. But
And that was matchup based.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a decent matchup.
Yeah, I would have. No, I agree with you. I actually took his over in receiving yards, and it failed miserably.
Did you
And the
see
only move
the?
I could have done was Keelan Cole, and Keelan Cole's points came from a fucking punt return.
Yeah,
So
Did you see the video going
as a former
around?
Keelan Cole owner, I don't advocate for his usage.
The opposite side of that matchup, Lupo, he did okay. For the
Lupo's
week.
pulling his hair out for not starting Tom Brady.
There's not much of it.
Mm.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. Starting Drew Lock just does not ever sound appealing.
I mean, can we start saying James Conner's is not that good? Well, I always feel like James Conner just doesn't put up as many points as people expect him to.
No,
Am
I
I
mean
wrong about that?
he's usually like
I mean,
a
it was
consistent like RB2.
It was a beatdown for an injury-prone running back, so they just.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no, but he put up 3 points
13.
last week.
did anybody do anything for them at running though. I feel like
I
Ben
don't think so.
Roethlisberger just throws the ball 95 times a
Yeah,
game.
I think because Juju had like almost 20 points. Deontay had over 20 points. Claypool had like 20 points. It was a big passing game for the Steelers, which hopefully they see that as the blueprint moving forward because they just put up a ton of points.
Yeah, I mean, even if Connor's doing poorly, they only
Garbage
ran the
time,
ball
Juju.
16 times. Connor got 13 of those carries. Oh,
Garbage time, Juju.
Okay.
but
I mean, he scored, didn't he?
There's no but. I just
it's the same thing we said last week
Juju as a
too.
player.
No, Pat
don't.
just refuses to acknowledge Juju as part of the offense in Pittsburgh.
It's not about acknowledging him as part of the offense. It's almost like he gets the scraps of Claypool and Deontay Johnson.
He
gets
incorrect.
He gets them only because of the volume. But like Deontay
No, he
Johnson,
catches way more between the 20 balls than Claypool.
Okay, I don't have Claypool, so I don't care. I did have Claypool and I dropped them.
That was stupid.
Who'd have thought?
A lot of people. A
That's
whole bunch of
okay.
people were pretty high on Claypool.
I had personally who I thought is the best of those three. When on the field. Sucks he's still not on the field sometimes.
So moving forward, the next matchup we got Jack versus Pops. It pretty much went about as everyone expected. Jack kind of blew up Pops by 50. Jack put up 130. Pops putting up 81. So I think a bounce back week for Pops' team.
That's so mean, man. But true.
There's Adam Thielen's pretty good. Other than that, there's not much to be. Oh, and Mark
Even
Andrews.
then, Thielen put up 18 points but scoring 2 touchdowns. Is that it's a good game for the week, but that's not great.
Yeah, but did you watch that game? That game was.
Oh yeah,
bad.
I mean that first catch he made diving the one hand where he flipped the ball to keep it from hitting the ground, incredible.
And a Mark Andrews sighting, but other than that, Pops got a combined 3 points from his Raven stack, 13 points from his Raven stack of Dobbins, Andrews, and the Ravens defense.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And now Bridgewater is kind of questionable, so he's gonna have to be playing
No, wait. Did you say?
Dude, wait, can we
13
talk
or
about the
3?
rain?
Tua.
Did
13.
you say 13 or 3?
13. 3, and then I added the 10.
Yo, the
The
rain.
10 from who?
Mark Andrews.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I was
The
misreading.
rain in that
Emmanuel
Sunday night
Sanders had 1
game
point.
was absolutely outrageous.
I'm still not convinced the Patriots didn't pay off the weather people. Have it start raining the last drive. 'Cause it was
That
like,
was,
it
'cause
was
just
raining.
stopped afterwards.
And then it just started absolutely pouring the second the Ravens got the ball to drive to win.
Yep, it was nuts.
You can't convince me the Pats aren't paying the weather off.
To lose?
No, to win.
Why would they want to win?
The Patriots fans, they win the Super Bowl every year in their brain.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
just
don't this
and
year.
Jack's team is very good.
yeah, I like Jack's team a lot. James Robinson came up questionable today at practice though with a shoulder injury, and Mike
Huh.
Davis does not look great. But
Mike Davis is not Christian McCaffrey.
he's not. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I mean they played
And-
Tampa Bay too, which is the #1 defense against running backs, but still.
And Stephon Diggs, literally only the last 3 minutes is where he got most.
Yeah, but I mean that's all it needs for a receiver. That's how it goes a lot
I-
of the time.
I understand that's all he needs. But what I'm saying is tough to hope you win every week when you need
Yeah.
to come down to those last 4 minutes.
Well,
to
and
get you these points.
piggybacking on what you're saying, the Bills are a very good team. So there's not going to be a lot of weeks where they need to throw the ball so much in the last part of the game.
Except that running back. It doesn't even matter because they stink at running back.
Yeah, that's true. Moss and Singletary both aren't. I still think Moss will be decent. I don't think Singletary is good at this point.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really like Moss or Singletary. I don't think either of them get enough of the juice to want to play.
Leandro Bolmaro. It's the next pick at 23.
Whom?
Leandro Bolmaro.
I don't think I've ever heard of that guy. I like fake heard of the Alexander guy that the Thunders took.
Alexei Pokusevsky.
Whatever. Just because I knew he's like freakishly tall and skinny. I've never heard of the other.
It's gonna be interesting to see who it is.
But
I have no clue who he is.
so we'll go on to the last matchup. The one I think with the most interesting results.
It's still a 1% chance that Brevin takes
I
it.
tell you, he's waiting on the stat correction.
That 100-point stat correction.
I mean, it's pretty crazy because before the matchup started on Sunday, it started in earnest on Sunday. He texted me and said it was going to be very close, and I agreed. I thought it was going to be a super close matchup, and I ended up beating him by almost 100 points. It was just a lot of fun to watch happen.
You put up 150 and you won by 90 points. I think this is the first time in our league's history someone didn't break the 60-point barrier.
Yeah, and I couldn't be happier that it was against me. Let me say I'm honored to start.
Yeah, now
coming
you're
off of coming off just our recent conversation, Zach Moss put up 2.2 points. Michael Thomas put up 3.7. I mean, Bravin's team put up historically bad numbers. I've never seen it like that before. And it was just super duper. The only person that put up over 10 points was Derrick Henry.
And
Even
his
his
kicker.
his kicker, yeah.
No, sorry.
Oh, not his kicker,
Jacoby
Jacoby
Myers.
Myers.
It's
You know
just,
what? I saw Myers and I assumed it was a kicker's name.
Yeah.
it's just so weird to see a team where every person on it actually did produce. They just produced nothing.
Wait, hold on. He started a kicker on a bye?
I think he had someone else in
I think
there.
he was gonna pick up the Monday night kicker,
Yeah.
and then it was
Oh, and he realized he
it
was
was a 100-point
like,
game anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes sense. I wouldn't want to drop Bucker either.
Bucker was dropped by him, I believe, and then re-picked back up. Nobody pounced on it though.
Oh, really? Well, dude, this kid Tyler Bass that I
Depends
picked up
on-
has been kicking his ass off for the Bills. I think he's put up over 10 points most weeks.
Bills are good.
Bulmaro.
I lied. He's only put up over 10 3 times. But his last 4 weeks are 21, 6, 14, 18. So I'd like to keep that trend up if possible.
You guys have anything else you want to add about the matchups this week? Any other things stand out besides Brav being awful and the return of you
afraid.
two?
I'm coming.
I'm coming for you, Pat.
Yeah, you gotta, maybe get to 500 and then, we'll talk about it.
All I need to do is be in the playoffs. Doesn't matter where I'm at in the records. All I need to do is be in the playoffs.
In the records.
There you go. Overvaluing records again.
In the records.
So we'll move forward.
It's tough to beat a team by almost 100 points and have the exact same record as them. Not a great look, dude.
That's how it goes, man.
I
can't help when teams go off against me every week.
All he has to do is go off against you every week. Totally. 59 points.
Yeah, before that, I have 214 more points than Brav in the season.
Oh, Knicks are trading Bulmaro. 25.
I don't think anyone cares about the Knicks, dude.
Okay, and what we fucking say
No
here?
one,
We wanted
no one
your
cares
live.
about the Knicks.
We wanted your live take of the fucking Sixers pick.
No one cares about the Knicks, man. I'm sorry, they're just a dead franchise.
I know.
No one cares
we're
about
on the
them.
baseball season, dude.
At least you admit it.
JT Real Muto.
I've long since accepted he's gone.
It's gonna suck. It's so gonna suck when we sign a 30-year-old catcher to a long-term deal and he stinks and he should have been yours.
It's all I want to happen.
So we're gonna move forward to waivers. Only a couple things of note. Jack used the number one priority to get Salvin Ahmed from the Dolphins.
This is why I don't like priority real quick. This is why I want Fab. Why should fucking second place team even come close?
Agreed. Agreed.
Sniffing the fucking number one fucking waiver priority.
Because he hasn't used it in a long time.
No,
that's a bad argument. Because I almost next to never fucking use it. Let's see where I am fucking waiver wise. I'm 4. I think I've used it once. Because it doesn't fucking matter. I can sit there and not use it and still not fucking even come close to.
Yeah, you do. It's a rolling waiver wire.
Oh no, I understand that. I almost next to never fucking put in a waiver claim.
And the people above you put in less of a waiver claim. Now you're slightly
How
closer
did Jack get Mike Davis? Real quick.
I don't know.
I mean, Jack's been at the top of the waiver wire all season.
Yeah.
We went over this. You use your waiver wire on Brandon McManus. That is saving it.
Nobody cares about what literally the last waiver wire priority is.
Because he used it this week.
Yeah, but how is Jack always at the top? Jack makes tons of moves.
Not waiver claims.
Mm.
He didn't use it the last 2 weeks.
I mean, Jack's just an idiot. So I don't believe you.
But
whatever. He's not going to win a championship ever. I'll do whatever I can to make sure he doesn't win a championship.
So I actually like the Ahmed pickup. I thought he looked great out there. He looked very quick, and I think he's a kind of good change of pace back to Gaskin.
Oof.
Might not.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they clearly don't love Jordan Howard down there. They clearly hate Jordan Howard.
He's gone.
Everybody hates Jordan.
Did they cut him?
Mm-hmm.
Did they cut him? Well, then, I guess it's just. Well, is Breida healthy? Breida's healthy right now, right?
Allegedly.
As healthy as,
Sure.
Yeah.
as healthy as Matt Breida can be.
So it's him and Ahmad going forward, and then Gaskin will be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle it. But I mean, yeah, it's a good pickup for Jack. Will he start him though?
I don't know. I think we're at that point of the season where it's more about taking people away from other teams.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
And the other waiver claim to talk about that's kind of something is Jordan Wilkins to Pops. Pops needs whatever
That's
help he
shocking.
can get. Why?
Jordan Wilkins has been good like the last few weeks.
He was good the 1 week and then didn't play it all the week after, and then I dropped him.
Oh, okay.
I had him, but he ran the ball like 2 times the week after. Like whatever. I don't need this bad running back. I have enough of them. And then the only other thing is Mike has finally given up on and got David Njoku.
Yeah, it hurt to do it, but it's just he's not going to produce in Cleveland. If he goes somewhere else, maybe. But I wasn't going to be able to trade him, and it wasn't worth holding on to him. Like I just didn't care at that point anymore.
The roster space matters as much almost at that point. Like if you're never going to put him in, or if you are going to put him in and you feel very uncomfortable about it, probably just got to move on from the guy.
Yeah, I mean the Browns just paid Austin Hooper a ton of money this past offseason. So he was hurt, but he had what? And they have that rookie, Harrison Bryant.
Bryant.
And Austin Hooper, he didn't really get injured. He had an emergency appendectomy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like that's not like an actual injury. That's just a serious medical thing he had to get taken care of. And it's an abdominal surgery, so you obviously can't play for a little bit after it happens. But it's not like you can say he's injury prone or whatever. They paid him a lot of money. He's back now, working his way into it. So I think Njoku's on his way out there, and who knows where he'll go again. But he hasn't shown enough to held on to anymore. I loved him. I love that I got him in our first draft.
I mean, he has everything.
Yep, he has all the talent in the world. I mean, he came back finally, and he's injured too. He gets injured all the time. I mean. I'm just sitting here talking about how Hooper's not injury prone and Njoku is injury prone. So, we'll see. I might, if he's available, I might pick him back up. But I don't know.
All I have to say is it's a tight end position. At the end of the day, it literally almost does not matter if you don't have Kelsey and Kittle. There's next to nobody who's.
I saw I think it was from Kelsey at 1 to Hawkinson at 3. It's as big as a difference from 3 to tight end 35.
Yeah.
It really is.
Do you mean wide receiver 35?
No, tight end. Like Kelsey to the third place Hawkinson.
Okay.
It's the same as Hawkinson to 35th.
Only because I think I've seen the comparisons from the tight end 1 to tight end 3. And then it's the wide receiver 1 to the wide receiver.
No, I didn't see that.
Some other wide receiver 2.
Third. So we're gonna go on and do power rankings. So coming in at 10th this week is Nico. Got 2 last place votes, and it's not looking too hot for him. You thought he would hope Chubb was going to be a bounce back for him and kind of give him some.
Nico's team sucks, and that's all it is.
His team kind of sucks.
It's a dynasty league, and I think he has pretty decent dynasty pieces in Chubbs and obviously DK. I'm still high on Fulgham, even though they moved away from him when Alshon came back, which is an issue.
I'm high on. I still like Kenyon Drake.
Do you? I think Edmonds is the better back there. I mean, Drake might. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree.
I don't think talent-wise, Edmonds is the better back. I think it's just been working out for him in the system. And I mean, last year it worked out really fucking well for Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, I said Kenyon Drake. I
thought you said DeAndre. I mean, regardless, he has a couple pieces, but overall his team sucks. And that's just how it is.
So Nico got both of your votes for last place.
Oh, yes.
The person that I gave last place vote to is Pop's team. Sitting 1 point above Nico at 5 total points.
Yeah, but Pops is like going back to what I just said too. I like when you look at fantasy pieces, Pops is definitely better than Nico.
1,000%.
But right now, Pops has nothing. Nico at
Yeah.
least has a bona fide wide receiver one and a bona
Holy shit!
fide
Someone actually
running
has
back
Alex Collins on their team.
Probably Pops.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at Pops' team right now.
Former Ravens running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pops is Dak and Odell on the IR. Those are two pretty big pieces. And having Dak on the IR means Zeke is useless, which we've all
Yeah.
seen.
Yes, I think it's very tough to sit there and put Pops last for just bad luck, and Nico just like really like even because Nick Chubb was gone for
Chubb and Eckler.
yeah, his 2 starting running back. But like even after that, are those 2 beating most of these teams? Are those 2 winning a lot of these games
I think they're beating Pops.
because of also injuries?
Yeah. But right now, Nico's
Dak-
getting people healthy.
Dak was on pace for literally breaking every QB season record.
Yeah, but you're doing like lifetime power rank. I'm doing right now.
I'm not.
You put these teams up against each other.
I think I still
You're
think
gonna
Pops
throw
wins.
up.
I still think Pops wins.
I think
Against who?
Nico.
Oh, yeah, I think Pops would beat Nico.
I think Pops would beat Nico handedly.
You can't say handedly, but
Who
yeah, I
does-
think he'd win.
Who does Pops have that's better than DK or Nick Chubb?
Nico, what?
No, I mean, that's a fair question.
Who does Pops have
Sorry,
that is
for a
better
second,
than
I was
DK or?
confused.
But I
Chubb?
think the rest of his team are better than the rest of.
The wide receiver depth Pops
Yeah.
traded for.
But I don't think we need to spend too much time on either of these teams. To be honest.
I agree.
No, I'm going to put us into a fucking standstill in this conversation.
All right.
We are
what's the
going to
next
hatch
team?
this out over the next 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
This
I
is
will
gonna
not
be
stand
Oh.
for this.
so coming in 8th place. We got Eric's team. Seeing a slide down the rankings, I think, or maybe he's right near where he was last week. But he was a
Jonathan
top
Taylor
top 4
stinks.
team. Jonathan Taylor does in
His
fact.
receivers. I mean, is Lockett going to play? Actually,
I think-
that's
Did I not see he was out this week already?
no. They're saying he's expected to play. Latest news.
Okay.
But
I thought I read something. Him and Chris Carson are still not playing this week. Maybe I just saw Chris Carson, Tyler Lockett, and I assumed.
Maybe.
but how like great like the Steelers pass offenses with multiple options. The Rams offense is similar in that they have all these options, except none of the
They
receivers
don't,
do well
yeah.
instead of
Yeah,
all of them.
He just has the wide receiver that they decide to try and jet sweep to a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Eric's bench too. Like, there's no one on this team that you'd expect a consistent 18 to 20 points from. Maybe Aaron Jones, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't count quarterbacks obviously in that discussion because if they don't score 20 points, they're not good.
His quarterback might be getting better too. He's get Alan Lazard back this week.
No, Aaron Rodgers isn't his problem though. I'm saying Aaron Rodgers will give him points. He'll get his. But then who else on his roster do you get consistent points from? Aaron Jones maybe, but that's it. Tyler Lockett's not consistent.
Only because of Metcalf.
Yeah, because Metcalf's a monster. Next in the rankings at 7.
Wait. I just real quick.
Yeah.
I want to say something about Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
That I'll just be repeating myself from last week.
Yeah, I know.
Who'd have thought a Wisconsin running
back who wasn't as good in the NFL.
Why are you saying it like I'm hurting?
Because
your
you
feelings by
said it.
repeating
You said it last time. We all.
Well, you said Jonathan Taylor sucks. I just want to make sure that you knew Wisconsin running back.
Oh my god!
Shocking.
What do you have against Wisconsin running backs?
Their history of
you hold it against them.
history of. I'll do
Fair enough. No, listen. If you hold it against them, I get it then.
Dude, I'll literally USC quarterbacks. Come on, bring
Oh,
them
I
on.
hate USC quarterbacks.
I'm rooting for one right now.
It's true.
It happens. It happens, man. Just that's how it works sometimes. USC quarterbacks, Wisconsin running backs will just win the Heisman and literally not do anything else.
Pretty much.
Rondane.
All right, Cody, what's the next team?
Next, we got Brav's team, who just recorded the single worst week in the history of the league.
It was awesome. It
And,
was
you
so
know,
much fun to watch.
I think we had him fourth in the rankings last week.
I mean, listen, he was missing some guys, whatever. It was
sure above me.
It was a lot of fun to watch Bravin's team put up 59 points. When you have as many skill positions as we do in our league, and like we've had this team for this long, and you have the same players every year, you should never, ever, ever put up 59 points. And boy, was it fucking fun to watch.
Let's just say
I don't know if we'll ever see it again in this league, guys. Everyone take note. We might never see a performance this bad in the history of this league again.
We should give him a little trophy for like worst week in league history.
Never forget. Me and Mike put him above me in the power rankings.
Yeah, we did.
Never forget.
And
I'm gonna point.
I
right here.
said,
Cody just superimpose the rankings from week 3.
Done.
Thank you.
I said to Bravin too before the movie chat yesterday. I said, "Do you want to talk about what happened this weekend?" He just laughed and goes, "No, not really." I said, "All right, well, I'll just save it for the pod then," because let me tell you, it was unbelievable to just see the points not add up.
Well, they added up. They just added up to less than 60 total.
Like everyone on his team had like one catch for 20 yards, and that was it. I mean, listen, like he had people like Patty Mahomes on bye, but Patty Mahomes had scored 50 points. He still was going to lose by 40. It was great. It was really, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. I needed the win too. Got me into playoff position. So
I think he has to be feeling nervous about Michael Thomas too.
For sure.
He does not look like the same player this year as he did last year.
Not only does he not, I mean, Breeze is out now.
And Jameis's game is much different than Breeze's.
Yep. Oh, Jameis is going to go to the guys that can stretch the field, like Traquan Smith and other people, and Kamara. Kamara's going to catch 10 balls a game. I can't wait. Everything about the Saints game went my way this weekend.
Coming in at 6th this week is my team. It looks like the non-playoff and playoff team point separation and power rankings starting to get a little bit wider. I am at 16 and Brav in 7th place is at 12. So it's only 4 points, but for the last few weeks it's been 1 point, I believe. It looks like the teams are kind of shaking out a little bit more.
Makes sense.
I don't think we got really need to say much about my team, to be honest. Same song and dance every week.
Yeah, we kind of went over it in your matchup too. You have your receivers. Your running backs are going to be an issue.
Running backs bad, receivers good. I get Kelsey
Lamar Jackson.
Matt? He's not as bad as he was before. So
he's not carrying your team like you thought you would, but he gets you enough points to win.
Yeah.
He obviously was going to regress after last season. He has regressed to a
league average,
probably a lower spot than you were hoping. Yeah. You were hoping to just kind of keep it in the same.
I was hoping for 25 to 30 a week from him. Like 20.
That's not a regression.
Yeah, it is. Last year he was putting up 30 plus, like half.
That's true. You're right. My apologies.
Like if on a lower week, if he put up 25, I would be.
And what is he? He's like 15 to 20.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, probably averages out to that.
So then, moving forward, the next spot goes to Big Mike's team. Coming on hot towards the end of the season.
Literally just the opposite of Cody's team.
Yep. don't. I don't have much to say except he's 3-6, I think, and
4-6.
He has the position that just happens to score more because they touch the ball more.
Yeah, but I really only have Kamara. I mean, and then I have Clyde, I have Gurley, and I picked up Gallman, but we'll see. Rex Burke had given me 20 was awesome. Like I didn't think that was gonna happen, but then he caught 2 touchdowns, and I was like, well, that's sweet.
That's the most Rex Burkhead type game too.
Dude, I know. But listen, I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. It got me points. So I'll take it. I think my team's getting hot at the right time. I think I have a much better team than I thought I did a couple weeks ago. So,
and I mean,
we'll see how it goes.
We discussed it a little bit when we were watching the draft. As long as you make the playoffs, anything can really happen. And if you get hot at the right time, if Alvin Kamara scores 35 points a week, you're probably looking pretty okay.
And we'll see. I got it. Having Josh Allen on a bye this week, I'm trusting Carson again. We'll see how it goes going forward.
So next in the rankings, we got Lupo's team. I think he's going to keep kind of slowly sliding down to be the 5th or 6th team.
He's not going to hit an Eric type of slide, but I have similar views on his team. And just kind of like that. Eric's team isn't great. Lupo's team is fine. They both started from probably higher than they should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Wins, points, however you want to fucking break it down. And they're just kind of keep sliding down to probably where they are overall.
Yeah, I think Lupo's
is a low seed playoff team, high draft pick kind of area.
Just a middle of the road team, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last week. I think Lupo's team depends on if he makes the right choice at quarterback every week.
Lupo's team is like his hairline. It's
that's fucked up.
It's not totally gone, but it's gone.
But it's faded.
Yeah. It's not coming back to the forefront. It's gonna hang around. Wisp away.
Oh, Lupo's getting killed right now.
But I do have something I think got to be a bright spot for him, and that's Mike's boy,
Who's
DeAndre
bald
Swift.
spot? Okay. Anyway, bald spot under a light.
DeAndre Swift started for the first time. It looks like they're switching over to him as their starting back, and he's good.
I know he's fucking good.
Credit to me to pulling the cord on Kerryon Johnson.
Oh man, it hurts.
Hurts, yeah. No, it hurts me.
I should have just taken him instead of Clyde.
You bought into the Chiefs. But other than that, I mean, T. Higgins is a stud.
Yeah, T. Higgins is awesome.
And it looks like Burrow loves that guy. So Lupo might have a long time startable receiver. I don't know. Lupo, I think, will slide into the 4, 5, 6 slot and make the playoffs. Fine team. Next, we have Pat's team.
Wow,
Also,
that's going to be such a discrepancy between the discussions of mine and Lupo's team.
Okay.
I feel and I don't say that like I'm just like this world beater. I say it almost like Lupo's the 4th overall team in the rankings, and we're talking about him as a kind of playoff team, kind of missing the playoff team.
I mean, listen, Pat, your team is you're getting healthy and your team's very good. And that's what it comes down to. That's all you need to know.
Right. That's not.
And you have a lot of draft picks.
Yes. I know. And then I just picked up 2 rookies.
I mean, okay, I don't care about the youth of your team. I don't care about the youth of your team.
It's funny because
my team hasn't hit puberty yet.
I hate you.
I mean, I think your team's good. I don't. The youth comes.
They have to
weeks.
do it. They literally have to do it a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah, and I feel like
I'm only in 3 because literally the team below me is not great.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, right now we pretty much are dominated by.
I'm the Mark Andrews of this ranking. I've shown I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah,
but I can beat them. I can get above them.
I think it's pretty open this year. I think anyone could beat them.
I am inevitable.
The second team in the power rankings for multiple weeks in a row is Jack. However, this week Jack did earn a single first place vote. So he's only sitting 1 point instead of 3 behind Mike now.
Oh wow, Cody put Jack first.
Yep.
I mean, I'll never put Jack first. I don't care.
Rumors.
I started giving him not last, but he won't go first.
But I
Um,
don't know. Jack's team is just consistently very good.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm just double checking something right now. He has not.
It's so crazy. Like, I agree that his team is consistently good. And then you sit there and you scroll through the names and you go, how's this guy consistently good?
Yeah, I know.
He has not scored less than 120 points this year.
Bottom.
That's what I was gonna say. He's usually right around 120, regardless of what happens. So
I think his team is very good, and I will not be shocked at the bottom dropping out.
at one point, I think it'll happen. Just don't know when. But I don't think he wins the championship. This year.
It's just so hard to like look at it and not be like, he's doing this well, and he doesn't have Christian McCaffrey playing for him.
Right. And I agree with that. I sit there and I go, this team, in my mind, is very good.
Mm.
And then the back of my mind goes, it's not going to work out.
Yeah,
It's just not,
he is a weird
Mike
team.
Mike Davis as your fucking number 2 running back is more than likely not going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not like it just.
Is there any word on David Johnson? Oh, they put him on the IR, so he's out for at least 3 weeks.
Yep.
Because he we talked about it before too, but since Bill O'Brien got fired, he's been a top 12 running back every week that he
Running
played.
back 1, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a fine compliment. I mean, he has James Robinson, who has been
He's like a top 5 running back, right?
Yeah, he's what is he on this? I mean, he's just been every week. You're getting like 14
running
plus
back,
points.
He's running back 4 on the year so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I think these top 2 teams are definitely the top 2 teams.
Yeah, I agree.
And coming in again at number 1, getting 2 first place votes instead of 3. A little slide. We got Mike's team. And actually, we are going to have Mike on as a guest.
We are going to cut
here is
to
Mike.
the live feed of Mike DeCoste in Sandwich, Massachusetts. Now.
Keep their records.
What's great is he opted out of the shirt.
I love it.
I'll tell the shirt altogether.
No, blazer and tie is perfect.
Fantastic.
What's going on, Mike? Welcome to Our League Sucks. You're the first guest appearance, and you're representing the number 1 team in the power rankings. How's it going?
How you doing? Our league sucks. Happy to be here. Very, very honored to be the first guest too. Not gonna lie. Definitely.
Let me just say, Cody said we were all going to introduce him.
So,
True. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, Pat's an asshole. Mike, we're happy to have you, bud.
so we're going to
Lukewarm to have you.
we'll let you talk about your team a little bit. I think you will be a little surprised to know that you only got 2 first place votes this week.
Fine by me. I need the motivation. My players, my team needs the motivation. I'm fine with that.
Especially after putting up 86 last week.
It's all good, baby. We're playing for the playoffs.
86. Not great.
It's a hiccup.
Against Nico.
What did I have? Like the 3 weeks in a row, like most points in the league, or like top.
We're not
2?
talking about those right now. We're talking about
not how this works.
you put up last week.
It's all good. Hey, you guys always talk about my top.
Mike, this is your time to talk about your team and talk about your team.
And I'm trying to talk about my team. You guys
And we're going to keep talking over you.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but I don't know. I mean, you guys always talk about me having 3 players. And I don't get me wrong. I don't disagree. I mean, I do. I have the best quarterback. Kyler's very good. Pat, I will give you that for sure. Kyler's extremely good.
Numerically,
There's plenty of very good quarterbacks in the league, but I mean, I have a top 3 quarterback. I have a top 2, 3 running back. I have the best receiver. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely do have a 3-headed monster. And you guys said I will have definitely some duds. Literally, all 3 of them had duds by their standards this week. And what happened. I had 86. That probably playoffs too. Don't get me wrong.
Can we interview the guest yet? Hey,
Sure.
Mike, give me your thoughts behind starting Ryan Nall over Ronald Jones. That was pretty fucking stupid, huh?
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. No, it was really dumb to play. I don't know, man. I was getting really cocky with my team. I don't know, dude. I thought that Ryan Nall was gonna catch a touchdown.
I think Mike
catches. I don't know.
Mike wanted to win a week where he started a guy that looks like he started a football game for Air Force.
I mean,
Academy.
you got too cute with it.
Mhm.
I know. Well, I know. I mean, I've been playing David Montgomery all year. Sue me because he's been getting 20 touches a game. Now I'm like,
Yeah, but those 20 touches translate to what? 13 points.
Not even.
not
To
even.
think
He's obviously better than Ryan Nall. I mean, let me just ask you, how did it feel when you saw Ronald Jones break off that 98-yard touchdown run?
I was actually stoked because I have him in another league that is another important league to me. So I was actually pumped.
And that's the true fantasy football answer.
Mhm.
That's can't argue with that.
I was literally driving a car at the time, and my brother was like,
Automotive.
and like I was like, illegal probably. Looked at my phone, I'm like, oh shit, he went off, man. Like, so yeah, I was really pumped that he went off for another league, but
As you ran over.
also then when I realized that I started Ryan Nall over Ronald Jones, I was very disappointed. But
like that kid died in vain.
But
Now,
I also that I was playing Nico. I wasn't really worried about this week. I don't know.
That's a fair counter argument. I mean, listen, when you're playing someone of Nico's caliber, you're like, it's a pretty easy win here.
But
Don't have to-
Nico's explosive.
But that kind of negates what you just said too, is because you were clearly overthinking your lineup.
No, I was definitely overthinking it. I was definitely trying to get cute, but my overall thing was that I've been playing Ronald Jones all year. I literally picked up Ryan Nall 5 seconds before I put him into my starting lineup. I was definitely
Cody, check the time on that, please.
definitely was getting cute with it. Yeah.
All right, so going forward, who do you think is your biggest competition in the league?
I think that Jack's team does hinge on Christian McCaffrey. I think that Mike, I do think that your team is pretty damn good. Not gonna lie.
Well, I don't think my team's all right.
Yeah, I'll say it again. I said it to you earlier when we weren't on cam or whatever. We weren't on a record, but I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. You and I were separated by 3, maybe 4 games, but we had almost identical points for and points against. I know that some people don't read too much into points for, points against in this league. That are
We've already gone over that.
Another thing that we've already gone over.
I read into it.
But
the perfect amount.
I do think that you have arguably the most lethal player in this league with Kamara.
It's nice having him. I do enjoy that.
Pat, I think that Pat, if all the stars align, I do think that needs to happen with Jacobs needs to really have a good run.
Good matchup.
Sanders, same thing. Tyreek, same thing.
All right, but stop fluffing our nuts. Mike, gun to your head.
Yeah, all right.
Gun to your head. Who's your biggest challenge? Gun to your head. Who's your biggest challenge?
Going ahead, my biggest I think.
No, I said gun to your head. Snapshot answer. Give it to me. Who's your biggest challenge? Go.
My biggest challenge. No, honestly, dude, I think that my
Oh my God!
is Big Mike. I think it's Big Mike.
Okay.
I'll take it. I was expecting you to say Jack, but Jesus, getting that out of you. How is it possible?
I gotta weigh my options. I can't.
I got you. I got you. No,
Okay.
listen, we're happy.
Gun to your
We're
head.
happy you're here.
Okay,
What kind of gun is
so
that?
let's run it back in, guys. We're going to go over power rankings one last time. And then we're going to move on to picks for next week. So, coming in 10th place, we got Nico. 9th, Pops. 8th, Eric. 7th, Brav. 6th, my team. 5th, Big Mike's team. 4th, Lupo's team. 3rd, Pat. 2nd, Jack. And again in first place, our welcomed guest, Mike.
Happy to be here, guys.
Esteemed guest.
Esteemed guest.
He dressed the part.
He looks great.
Mhm.
Some might say maybe a single Windsor was probably not the idea, but
So let's get into picks for next week. So it's going to work a little different now. It's going to be a little more Spitfire than it has been. I'm going to give you guys a matchup, and you're going to tell me who's going to win. That's pretty much all we're going to do with it.
I like it. Straight picks.
Yeah. So first matchup for the week is my team against Lupo's team. Big Mike,
Cody.
Pat,
Lupo.
Mike.
Cody.
Okay, and I think I'm going to beat Lupo. I think Lupo puts about 105. Then we'll go into the cost team versus Bravin. Big Mike, we're going to go in follow the same order.
Mike DeCoste.
Bravin.
Mike DeCoste.
The next matchup is
Cody, what's your pick?
I think I thought I said it.
Go either way.
It's gonna be Mike. Another victory for Mike. Uncomfortable victory. Next is Pat versus Pops.
Patrick.
Pops. Pat. Me.
Yeah, I think that Pat wins too.
Yeah, Pat. I don't doubt that
Fuck.
at all.
Should have stuck with Pops. I don't like it. I don't like the unanimous decision. I don't like it.
Next we got Big Mike team versus Nico.
Me.
Barn burner.
Nico.
Yeah, I hate you.
Dude, Nico's team stinks, dude. I'm going Mike.
Yeah, I think Nico's team is really bad, so Nico's gonna beat Mike.
Injury ridden, but really.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes for me.
And the last matchup of the week, I know the matchup you guys have been waiting for: Eric versus Jack.
Eric.
Why'd you take my answer? Jack.
I want to say Eric. Jack's gonna win this game.
I think Jack wins it pretty handily.
He's gonna.
I don't.
I don't think he wins easy.
Any of those matchups really interest you guys? Anything really big in any of these matchups?
I think the Mike versus Brav prediction is ridiculous. Like, I don't think Brav's destined to put up 131 at all, but we'll see.
I'm not comfortable, honestly.
Dude, it's so tough to sit there and go against that and then look at Bravin's team and go, he can't get one.
Oh shit! The
Points.
Sixers just picked up Seth Curry.
Yeah, and
Also, Mike,
stupid
what's going
trade.
on with Kamara? I actually just literally saw it 2 seconds ago. Foot
Oh,
injury.
he died.
No, he's nursing a foot injury, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's always banged up. He's one of those guys that's just always coming up on the team report.
Yeah,
They'll put him on anything just to get him a day of rest or two.
right. Yeah, he was just.
But he's still practiced,
I'm sure he'll be there.
To get back to like real, like just the cost Bravin matchup, it really like look at Bravin's like team: Pat Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Chris Carson, Michael Thomas. You don't think that team can even get close to 131 points?
No, it can.
I think you're insane. I think there's a very solid chance. That
Yeah,
Bravin
no,
can
I think
actually
Bravin
win.
can win, but I don't think you will.
I do think that.
You just said Bravin can't get to 130 points.
I don't think you will.
He doesn't have.
Anything can fucking happen, Pat.
Oh, it's like,
But I'm saying I don't think he will this week. You just cited Derrick Henry as one of those names. He's playing Baltimore, one of the best run defenses in the league.
And so
I'm
for
not-
Derrick Henry-
Chris Carson hasn't been healthy in 3 weeks. They're not going to just run him out. You said yourself, Michael Thomas doesn't look like the Michael Thomas of old.
I actually didn't say that.
You did. You said it earlier when we were talking.
That was Cody.
Oh, my bad.
If anything, you want my take on Michael Thomas? I think Michael Thomas is a great wide receiver, and he's not good in half PPR. Doesn't score enough touchdowns.
All right,
That's my
so
take on
but
Michael
still, I
Thomas.
don't think Bravin's going to get to 130 this week. I think anything's possible. Like, he could.
Argument with like Julio and DJ Moore and a lot of people.
I just think it's
Oh my!
it's crazy. It's crazy to just Bravin's not Nico.
No.
I
They
don't
have
know.
like the same
I'm
record,
not-
but it's
I'm
not the
like-
same.
I'm
They're not the same.
super confident about this week. I'm not. No, I think I'm gonna win, but I'm also not ruling out that.
I
Brevin
do agree that you
put up
probably
a
will.
number. Yeah, Brevin definitely could put up a
And-
number.
I think that's about the only matchup in the league. Mine and Lupo's to an extent. But
Yeah.
yours, those our two matchups are the only two that are ones that seem to have something that's in doubt. I don't really think the other matchups are much of a toss-up. How big Mike loses to Nico and Eric beats Jack.
One of them will. One of them will end up being a toss-up, but as of right now, yeah, that's the only ones that I kind of see being close.
Okay, so with matchups done, I think we're going to start trying to keep track of these a little better. See what us three pick and then what the guest picks are every week. We're going to, with our first guest, we're going to try out a new little segment for the show. So what's going to happen is we are going to give Mike a team, and he has one sentence, one quick moment to get a takeoff on that team. It's nothing in depth. He gets one thing, and that's it. Okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First team, my team.
Really strong receivers. And,
Done.
Okay.
We said one thing, bitch.
All right. Sorry, bitch.
Lupo's team.
Idiot manager.
Yeah.
Your team.
Volatile, but really good.
Bravin.
Injured.
Pat.
Young and not as good as he thinks it is.
Ooh,
Pops.
don't hate that.
Injured. A lot of Cowboys injured. I don't know.
That was like a haiku.
Super.
Big Mike's team.
Dangerous and also not as good as he thinks it is, but also probably better than everybody else thinks that it is.
Nico's team.
That was really stupid. I don't know.
That was like a Confucius statement or
It was
something.
really confused, yeah. It was-
Injured. Lots of Cowboys injured. What's
can't
my
wait- I can't wait
favorite?
I can't wait to open a fortune cookie with one of these.
I know, man. This is
I'm trying to
fantastic.
see as like I don't know.
Sorry, wait. Nico's team.
Hey, Mike, after this, just say the lucky numbers
Yeah.
for the week, please.
I probably could for each team. Nico's team. Injured bad manager.
Eric.
Better than we thought it was. Bad manager. Injured.
instead of just saying one thing, he's saying multiple things, just one word.
Just as fast as possible.
Just like not a sentence at all. Just
Mike DeCosta is loosely using the run-on.
Wait, this worked out. This worked out really well.
And the last team, Jack's team.
Bad good.
idiot, dude. Absolute idiot.
This one you can say some more about.
Okay, all right. No, in reality, it does.
No, I'm just kidding.
A lot of it does.
I'm just
A
kidding.
lot
I'm
of
just
that's
kidding.
it.
That's it.
Okay, a lot of it does hinge on CMC, but idiot. Absolute idiot.
hasn't
Not-
hinged on CMC like at all this year, which is fucking
No, it will. It will.
preposterous.
down the
Yeah,
stretch.
because he'll start him in like week 13 when he
Look at
comes
Mike
back,
Davis
and he's gonna
last
fucking lose.
5 weeks. Look at-
Mike Davis is not CMC.
Dude, he's crap, bro.
Yeah.
He is. He's crap. Even as a starter, he's absolute garbage.
He's gonna get CMC back like first week of the playoffs, start him, and lose. It's gonna be fucking.
No. He's
It's gonna
gonna
be hilarious.
He's gonna get him back second week of the playoffs after he lost in the first round without him.
That's true.
And then CMC is going to score 45 a week.
He's gonna go off for like
Yeah.
60 points, like most that this league's ever seen.
So
We want to round out current playoff standings.
Mhm.
We're getting into that time where now it's
we're getting very close. I mean, I think our power rankings kind of broke that down pretty well this week. I think Rav right now is the outside looking in team. And I don't think Eric, Pops, or Nico stand much of a chance of being a true playoff team.
yeah,
Just
man.
little announcement. Jack and I also. I mean, not to give Jack credit
Are you guys getting married?
but we did clinch playoffs this week.
Did you?
Yeah, we know.
That is true.
I actually did not know
You know what?
that.
That's good. That's good news to add in that Cody missed. So
Mhm.
Cody, this is Cody's flu game though, so it's forgivable.
Yeah,
I
think it's-
wasn't trying to be cocky. I thought.
No, I'm
I was
actually
actually
being
gonna bring it
genuine.
up.
I'm
That's why I
being
brought up the
genuine
whole
when I say
playoff
that's
picture.
something we should have talked about that we
Mhm.
missed.
I literally just tried to bring up the playoff picture.
Yeah. No,
And it was
that's
Next
literally what I
week.
was gonna
Next
say.
week. We'll do it next week.
That's exactly what made me think of it.
We got 3 weeks in the regular season left, right?
You guys clinched playoff, but you guys haven't clinched seeding.
No, yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, they're the same
No, they
record
have the
right now.
same record.
Lose, bro. I really.
No,
need,
in general.
I need my team to pop this week, and I need Jack to lose.
Do you guys play each other the rest of the season?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, next week, Pat gets Jack. I get Jack.
I think I might get
You get
Jack
Big Mike, and I get Big Mike next week.
No, I get
Oh,
Yeah.
do I? Yeah, that would make sense. I played you early on.
Yeah.
I get Jack, Pops, and Brevin.
I get Nico, Mike, then Lupo.
Now that we've gone through, you've given your take on each team. The second to last thing I want from you is I want any last thoughts. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this episode up?
Oh, like good and welfare.
Yes,
Ooh, you want to do good and welfare?
but only for our
right.
guests.
No, good meeting. Let's go get drunk.
Well, seeing as this is my last good and welfare, half the team is ugly. Half the league, is ugly. Mike, Mike DeCoste. It'll be very nice to see you in the playoffs. Also, Big Mike, probably going to be seeing you in the playoffs as well. This will be fun. Cody, best of luck to you.
And Mike, anything? You
Good
wanna...
meeting.
Yeah,
I like this. I want to keep good and welfare.
I like it.
Yeah, no. Good and welfare is great. I do think that I have the best team in the league. I also do think that my whole championship hopes really.
Rests upon the knee of Dalvin Cook.
You said it for me.
He won't
Definitely do.
have a way with words.
Yeah, dude, you're really good with it. You say it every single week.
Good with it.
Yeah, you're really, really good.
Well,
with it.
because I know I traded you Dalvin Cook. I know how to feel.
Yeah, you do. So,
I don't like that you sound condescending. This is your last appearance on the show.
Dude, don't interrupt his good and welfare.
Oh, classic good and welfare.
I know that actually that's literally the number one rule of good and welfare. But
Yeah, don't interrupt, and
I
also
do
everybody
think that's
interrupt.
the best team. I think that my season does hinge on Dalvin Cook. I think that Cody and Big Mike both have championship DNA in their teams, and I do think that they both could make a run. this season if they make the playoffs. Pat, I'm not that scared of your team. I love you, but I'm not that scared of your team.
Can I just
Kat, I'm not that scared of your team. Good and welfare, good meeting.
Last thing, final thing for this episode. Mike, who is in the championship and who wins it?
Me. It's me versus Big Mike.
I'm gonna give 3 fucking answers again. I've already asked this.
And-
I just said it before you started talking.
And the winner.
Where's Big Mike? Me.
Okay.
I'm winning the championship this
So
year.
that's gonna wrap up the episode, guys. Hopefully we have a good week. Each of us, none of us play each other, so hopefully we all get a win. And we'll be seeing you guys next week.
Actually, I could go without you getting a win, Cody.
go with none of you guys getting wins, to be honest. Perfect.
See you guys.
I'll be honest. I don't want any of you guys
Yeah.
to win.
Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Hold on. I'm bringing up.
3.
No, you don't mouth it. You don't have to.
We're Wayne Garth in the background. Just go.
Last week
You don't
was
have to mouth it.
10, right? Yes. Okay. You guys ready?